Hello, everybody. Welcome to this Xbox Life episode number 537, titled Dashing. My name is Rob. Also, no, what? What's my co-host with? Oh, I gotcha. I gotcha.
37.
I thought you were giving me some kind of signals like that I should pay attention, but you were,
I was flashing gang signs.
yes, the episode 537 gang sign. So, once again, I'm Rob, also known as Presar. And I don't know, are we going to talk about my dashing host now? Also known
You
as
can always talk about
Mark.
me.
Yeah. Mark, aka Wingman 709.
Coming to you live from the West Coast.
Yes,
You can see
yes.
I still have sunshine out my window.
I have not, well, it's light
You
out there.
should still have a little bit.
Yeah, we do. I'm just looking, it's peeking around the blinds. But yeah. So this is a show about Xbox gaming. Anything else we want to talk about? I definitely do not want to talk about technical streaming issues. Every episode is like doing it for the first time, apparently. But
I love it. I sit back and smile because it's not
yeah,
my problem anymore.
yeah,
Now you know my pain.
yes. Although, I think both of us had Windows updates, and then
Yep.
Streamlabs updated, which was a treat. And so everything seems to be pretty good right now.
Oh, don't say that.
We're on Twitch, we're on Mixer. I have no idea what's going on with YouTube. It
We
may or
are.
may
We
not work.
are. It's up.
Oh, it is? Okay,
It's up.
because our little restreaming system is being all mysterious. It was, it finally went online after what, like a couple minutes here?
Yeah.
Where's the after 3 minutes? So we are online on all three systems. Fantastic.
Now we just got to tie in Facebook and Instagram and any other possible way we can stream live to.
You just want Snapchat so you can put whiskers and cat ears on yourself. I know it.
I never knew you could do that. Now I'm going to have to install Snapchat just so I can do it.
Or what's that one crazy app that everybody's supposedly using to give all of their information to the Russians, where it makes you look old?
Oh,
Did you hear about that one?
yeah.
Yeah, you can
I can't
oldify.
remember the name.
Yeah, it's like you can oldify yourself, but you are giving away all of your permission to like your likeness and stuff like that to them, and they can do whatever they want with it. I don't know. I think I'll find out naturally what it is or what I'm going to look like when I get older. I'll use the slow boat or look in the mirror right now because I feel old sometimes, super old. But anyway, we are live on Tuesdays now, approximately 8 p.m. Eastern ish. This turned into almost 8 p.m. Central ish due to some factors, but maybe we'll get better soon. But either way, we're not on Sundays anymore, super late. So we're on Tuesdays on Twitch, Mixer, and YouTube. So that's 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Pacific. And also, real quick, we are not affiliated with Microsoft or the Xbox in any way. This is a show being done by fans for fans of the Xbox. The views and opinions expressed in the show do not reflect those of Microsoft. So, my good man, what have you been playing lately? Anything? Just curious.
Yes. Okay. The good news is my Gems of Wartime has seen a drastic increase. Okay. So I know people like Jesus Box a lot will be really glad to hear that. However, what has replaced it, he may not be happy to hear, but I can't stop playing Fortnite. It got me hooked. You and my son have got me so hooked on this game. I'm
Something
back into
fierce.
I'm backing into playing Save the World. I'm making progress there
Yes.
again. Um,
Yes.
I am playing a lot of. Dude, I can't wait till next week. The new season. I'm like
Well, the season
killing me.
ends on Thursday, doesn't it?
What is it? Yeah, August 1st. Or so I
Yeah.
guess it's just 2 more days.
Yeah.
August 1st is the new one. So season 10's coming up, and I'm excited to see what's gonna happen. Like, because this is like the first time for me. It was a season pass, and
Hmm.
I maxed out about everything. There's a couple things, Rob. We have to do some playing. I want the blue outfit for Demi, and
Oh,
we got like less than 2 days to get the overtime challenges done.
yeah. It's
So
I don't know if
don't
I'll be
expect to
able.
go to bed tonight.
No, dude. I don't know if I can. I kind of
Uh,
gave up on the
no,
possibility of getting those because
no,
Gen Con is this weekend actually. So
doesn't matter.
tomorrow morning we're hightailing it um, over to
So we
Gen
get it all
Con.
done tonight. We get it all done tonight.
Dude, I get it. The thing
Pete,
that
you're not working. You're
the
not working. You just gave it away. You're not working tomorrow. You can stay up. You can sleep on the car
uh,
right over.
well, I'm driving. How am I going to sleep?
Set the cruise. That's what it's for.
What sleep sleep like one side of your face at a time. So close one eye, leave the other one open. Is that how
I
it
call it
works?
50 winks.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like I think in order to oh no, that's the frost. I keep saying frost night. That's the frost night was the wintertime thing in Save the World. It was an event. So my son was actually kind of giggling because every time I mean to say Fortnite, I say Frost Night. But anyway, the Frost Nights are the ones at 99, or I'm sorry, the last one,
Fort fight.
100.
Fort fight.
I said Frost
He
Night
said,
again. Oh,
yes. The fort fights. I got all
yes.
100, baby.
Yeah. The last one, it's like I've got 18 games to go, and it's like, it's not going to happen.
You do it.
And it's like you get a helmet, right? Isn't it like a helmet color or something for
No, for the last one.
singularity or something?
Oh yeah, I think you do get that for similarity, and you also get the wallpaper, so that image feeling can become a one of those. What is it? A screen image for when it's loading.
The
The loading
loading
screen.
screen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not. I know it's not worth it, but you're gonna hate that you're at 99.
No, I mean, I haven't finished stuff before. I kind of,
But 99
I'm
percent
okay
is
with it.
brutal. To be that right there, that's the part with me. It's like I'm on the. I got 100% Utopia, 100% of the Fort Bites, 100% of the summer event, 100% of the birthday event. I'm like 50% of the new one, the overtime,
Yeah,
and
that's
I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna make it, but
yeah,
I want it because that actually has something I want. I
right.
want that blue outfit for Demi. I'm like, that's my character. That's who I run with. And it's
Hmm.
like that blue looks so cool. And it's like it is unique because not everyone's gonna have it. It would be very few people have achieved
Like
that.
me, I'm not gonna
Like
have it.
you. So it'd be so cool to have that.
Yeah.
I now I get why, putting the effort in and getting something that other people can't get.
No, and I think I talked about this at the end of last season. There's a fair amount of stress in like the last week or two because normally they don't have like the
Yeah.
overtime challenges and they don't have all this extra stuff like the birthday things.
Yeah.
Um, so this is kind of unique right now, at least this time of year. But there is a fair amount of stress, like trying to get that last, couple of tiers in the battle pass. Because I go back and forth. I'll play battle royale for a while, and then I'll spend like 2-3 weeks just cranking away at Save the World, and then I'm
Yeah.
playing catch up.
Yeah.
Because like for the Save the World part, have you finished the any of the events? There's what Beyond the Stellar Horizon and
I haven't done any events in Save the World.
yeah, so you missed
I
out
I
on
was
some
just
good heroes then.
Yeah, but I'm just, you know, I was so focused on the
Hmm.
battle royale part that, I'll now with the new season, I'll probably be able to do some of that because there's so much in the battle or save the world that, like, you were going through trying to explain stuff to me the other day.
Hmm.
Like, there's stuff that's probably basic that I just don't even understand
Yeah,
because there's so much to that game.
because it changed since you were really
Oh
into it
yeah,
over a year
big
ago.
time,
Hmm.
big time. So I'll get on board with that part next time. Right now,
Yeah, no,
I'm
I get it.
playing Save the World to try to just advance and get achievements and play through the story. And
Hmm.
it's such a long story, but yeah, just doing that. So, but Battle Royale is a blast with all the challenges and the cool stuff that they add in every day. I love it.
And it's just amazing to just get annihilated by preteens, right?
Yes, it is. But I'm getting better.
No, it takes a while.
Yeah. I
Yes.
don't focus on the building. I just let them build, and I'll just try to. I stand back and I kind of when someone's coming at me and I'm shooting them, and all of a sudden they throw walls and they're jumping around. I just back up, dude, and I kind of look around like, okay, they're going to come from the side. Are they going to try to anticipate? Are they going to come up over the top? And I've had them jump over the top at me, and then I'm like, bam, and I kill them. So it's like, yeah, you went and did all that for nothing. I
Yeah.
don't. You really don't have to build. You can rely on other people. It's neat, like use those pros that can just build and shoot time.
Hmm.
Wow, blows my mind, and it's like I wish I could do that. But more often than not, I'm holding my own. I'm getting better, and
Sure.
it doesn't even bother me really when I die now. Like I'm having so much fun. There's matches where I'm getting 12 kills in a match, and the next one I might get one or two, and that's it. But I might have knocked out a challenge, or I'm like yesterday I was like, oh, I got to do this, so I'm doing certain things like got to get shotgun kills.
Hmm.
Lately was like 2 pistol kills, and I completely forgot. And I was like, oh yeah. So then I grabbed the pistol, and then I was like, pew 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 at this guy, and I got him. I was like, yeah, I was all excited because it was one of 2 pistol kills.
Sure. Yeah. There's a goal, right?
Yeah, and then
It's,
when you get the second one, you're like throwing it away and grabbing that shotgun now to keep working on. Or yesterday it was the SMG, trying to get 2,500 damage with SMGs, and
oh, yeah. Hmm.
it's just like I love that aspect that every day there's something new.
No,
Gain something.
I totally get it. Instead of just dumping it all at once, they kind of like piecemeal things out and, um,
It's a great formula, man. I
yeah.
wish the bad thing is like I'm sitting here going, crap, I've missed out on 8 seasons.
Yes.
I'm like kind of it's like I see people got these cool skins and I'm like, man, if only I had been playing all along.
Oh, I mean, people with cool skins like this guy.
Yeah.
No, it's cool to, get the whole slew of stuff that's available to you, even though I basically run with the same skin like every single day.
Yeah, me too.
I get used to it. I don't want to say it's my good luck skin, but it's,
Dude,
I,
I
yeah.
think that exists, man, because so many times I will switch. Like I bought the Demogorgon and I think it's cool, but
No, that's
like I'll just
creepy.
get
That is just
destroyed.
creepy. Don't use that one. I don't like it.
But I get it's like I like or anything I switch to, like especially my youngest son, he was all like, "Dad, put this one on or wear the same thing as me so we can, be old Bunker Jonesy and so we'll run around together as old Bunker Jonesy." And I just get annihilated. And I'm like, "All right, I'm switching back to Demi." And then the next round, I'm just like, I got 12 eliminations. It's like it's the skin. I'm telling you,
There you go. Yeah.
it is. It's so
If
yeah. I don't.
it might not be good or bad luck in the game, but it's in your head, and that's all that
It is in my
matters.
mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, I perform better when I'm running around as a sexy lady
Yeah.
instead of the Demogorgon where his head
T-
splits open.
TMI. Yeah, that one needs like some dental work or something.
That thing is cool though, especially when he
No.
dances and his head splits open.
No. I don't like that.
I'll be sure
Not
to
good.
I'll be sure to dance in the lobby the next time we.
Creepy. Yeah.
Anyways,
But anything else? Or is that
no,
about
that's
it?
it.
Yeah.
That's it. I actually I will say I did purchase Rage 2 This was on sale. I haven't touched it. And I do also have Wolfenstein Youngblood installed, ready to go, but I'm waiting to co-op that with. So,
Somebody. Okay.
but not a rush because I got Fortnite.
Yeah, that's yeah, the end of the season, the cram sessions, they're tough. Yeah,
And
for
my son is gone to scout camp all week, so I can't even play with him in the evening. I might
oh
have to resort to one of his friends.
yeah, there you so wait, so he's gonna be gone. I'll be at Gen Con.
My youngest is already gone. He left
Yeah,
morning at
yeah.
4 o'clock in the morning. I had to drop
Oh,
him off.
oh,
Yeah, and he won't be back till Saturday. He will be ready to go. I know Saturday he's going to jump out, and be like, "Dad, I want to play new
mm-hmm.
season. Give me the battle pass."
Oh yeah.
I'll be like, "Go pull those weeds. You said you were going to pull weeds. Battle pass."
Earn it. Earn it.
It was funny. I will say this. Here's, for parents out there, you may not like Fortnite, but if your kid's hooked on it, my kid kept asking me, begging me to go out and pull weeds to earn money so that he could earn enough money to get the battle pass.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay. He went out and filled a big bag. So
There you go. That's
go
worth it.
for it.
That's worth it.
Yeah. Get him to do yard work if you're struggling to get him. Might just be a good way to get him something.
Yeah, I have
Want to earn those V-Bucks, go out and do the yard work. Pull my lawn. He mowed the lawn, he pulled weeds.
Yeah, when you go through the season, you do get some V-Bucks as part of the season. And I think it's normally around 1,400 ish, something like that.
Until he accidentally buys
yeah.
and that he didn't want, but runs around with it on all the time anyways.
Mm-hmm. So like I basically told my son that it's like towards the end of the season, save your V-Bucks. Save your V-Bucks because he can earn them through Save the World. He can get them in various ways. And it's like save 950. When it gets to be like week 8, don't go below that number. Don't buy that skin that is just screaming, buy me.
And dude, every day he logs in 5 o'clock and comes running to me with his Switch. Dad, look what's in the item shop.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, you got to get out of there. Every day he wants. It does have a backdrop to what I was saying is a good thing about it. Kids might come at you every day wanting, gotta say, do more work.
Yep.
Earn it.
Earn it. Learn how to save. And then also the other thing too is my son showed me that there's actually YouTubers out there that at the store switchover time, which Central is 7 p.m., when the store switches at 7 p.m. here, there's YouTubers that do like live streams of the store switching. So you can actually go to YouTube and like immediately find out what's in the store without even having to log on to Fortnite, or if you're away or if you're on your phone and you don't have it on your phone, I guess. But yeah, it's interesting. Interesting stuff. Yeah, for me, it's been kind of a weird gaming week. Just been annihilated with work and a couple other things, and family stuff, and doing a lot of stuff around the house and all. And I have had a little bit of time. I got some Fortniting in. I finished the battle pass, like what we had mentioned a little bit ago. I didn't get as far as Mark on some of those things, and we'll see how it goes. I'd really like to finish the overtime challenges, but I just don't know if I'll have the time to do that, because literally tonight is like my only night. I can't really do any gaming tomorrow unless I don't sleep. No, not an option.
You can sleep when you're dead.
Then I'll be dead sooner or something. I don't know. But yeah, so I did some Fortnite, did some Save the World, of course. Clash Royale, our clan that we've talked about a while back. We've been getting some clan wars in finally. I wish more people would play in them. So been doing a lot of that, and then also a whole bunch with Asphalt 9 on the mobile side as well. Asphalt 9 Legends, which is pretty freaking cool. I mean, it is probably the most console-ish slash arcadey game I've ever played on a mobile device ever, and I really enjoy it. It's short little races. They last anywhere from like 30 seconds to maybe like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, something like that. And it gives you that console gaming feel, very much like Forza Horizon, like I'd mentioned before. And it's good. I really liked it a lot, or like it a lot. So highly recommend you try that if you haven't. And I think that's about it. Oh, and two other things. So one is more of an update, and then the other I'm going to talk about right now is on the Windows side. So I finally took the Windows 1903 update again, and this time it updated. I was really nervous because I went to 1903, but it was like the fast ring where it went a little bit ahead of normal, and I guess it's the alpha ring or something. But anyway, and then that broke a lot of software on my machine. Actually, Fortnite didn't work on my PC. PUBG didn't work. So that was no good. So I rolled back, and then I updated again, and it actually did work this time. So it was Battle Pass, not Battle Pass, Battle Eye, and Easy Anti-Cheat, which are the anti-hack things built into the majority of games now. So it's because of the hackers, I guess, that we can't have nice things.
Yeah.
But I was a little nervous about that, and thankfully it was okay. I haven't tried all the games that I play, but so far so good with those. But I actually did get the Game Pass PC running once again, and so that was cool. So I loaded up a couple of the games like Metro Exodus, Wargroove, and Riverbond on there. So hopefully I'll get to spend some more time with those once I come back from Gen Con. Then also a couple weeks back, or a couple months now, I talked about how you can get a replacement analog controller. What is it? Not a device. It's those little things inside your joystick. I'm sorry, inside your Xbox controller that the analog thumbsticks actually move. So it's this little device that like moves up, down, left, right. And I was having a drift issue with my Elite controller, which I have partially disassembled here. If you see it on the video feed, it's partially disassembled. But I was messing with it, and that little, because I had talked about, I had this plan of purchasing these little devices as replacements, and I would unsolder the bad one off of the motherboard on the controller and so forth. Well, it turned out that it's actually a lot of pins. It's like a dozen pins to desolder this thing. And I did some more research into it. So just hopefully I don't bore people with this, but what it is this little, actually, I thought I had one over here. I think I took him downstairs. But it's this little thing that has a little potentiometer sort of on the side, or actually it's a resistor, I believe, variable resistor, which I think is what a potentiometer is. But anyway, this thing moves up and down on one side and it moves left, right on the other side. So you kind of have to look at it from this perspective of which one or both are bad. And then you can either replace the whole thing, which is ideal, or you can actually, what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to pull off the bad side and then replace only the worn part from a new one. So we'll see how that works. So that means there's only 3 pins that get desoldered. And what actually happens is there's like this little plate that spins and it touches, it almost looks like graphite or something on the outside of this thing. And then uh, that graphite appears to get worn or doesn't register properly anymore. So I'm going to try to replace that little plate and this thing as well. This little graphite holder end cap thing. That's very great description, isn't it? But I'm going to replace those two and see if I can revive my Elite controller. And I bought 5 of these things. I want to say for like $4 or something like that. I had them shipped from China using AliExpress. So hopefully it'll be a super cheap fix for this. I'll try to do the quick shortcut way, and then if that doesn't work, I'll replace the whole thing. But in my experience, doing fixes around the house, if you ever take the shortcut, it never works out. And then you have to do it the long way. So maybe I should just do it the long way and desolder all of them. But anyway, so I decided to give an update to that, and I'll probably do that in the next week or two, because I really would like to get my Elite controller back up and running.
I do like the.
Oh yeah, I mean,
like now that I've used it for a long while,
mm-hmm.
when its battery's dead and I go back to the regular one, it's a huge difference.
Oh yeah, and it's not that the regular controllers are bad.
No,
it's just it's like
the Elite is so nice.
Yeah, and I always had a hard time actually like explaining to people. It's like, well, why is it 150? Was it worth it? And it's like, well, it's just really nice. Well, what's nice about it? Well, it feels nice. It, the triggers feel nice. It's got good weight to it, and it's got a really annoying drifting problem. All that stuff. Although I never use the paddles underneath. Do you ever use those?
No, I don't.
Yeah. So maybe if there could be like an Elite light. Yeah. I don't need the profiles. I don't need all the paddles and stuff like that. Just give me a controller that feels nice. Give me those
grips. Grips, really.
Yeah.
I think it's the grips around it that make it so.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and
that's the only thing. I don't use any of the. That's the. I don't use profiles. I don't do the button mapping. I don't. Probably other stuff the thing does, and I don't even.
It's like I don't need that fancy case either. This actually
the new one is rechargeable.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of cool, but still, I wouldn't recharge it in the case. I would take that little charger thing out and just leave it out, so you could just plop it on top, right?
Exactly.
Because it was funny. It's like I was going through some boxes and I was looking. I was fixing something and I was going through some boxes looking for a tool, and then I found my Elite controller case. And I'm like, oh, so that's where this thing's been. I'm like, oh, this feels heavy. I open it up and it's my my day one controller inside. I'm like, okay, that's where this thing's been. It was hiding in there for like over a year. So now that bad boy's back in rotation. That's this guy right here. But anyway, so just a quick update, or maybe not so quick update on that.
Yeah.
But all right, here, let's get on to the roundtable section of the show. A couple quick things. A great way to support us is to support us on Patreon. You can go to patreon.com, search us up, The Sexbox Life, or go to thesexboxlife.com/Patreon. It's not expected, but if you want to support the show, if you get some value out of the things that we've been doing here for the past 10 years, all 537 episodes of technical issues and who knows what else, rants and all that other good stuff. guest hosts and hosts and all that, you might want to consider the Patreon route. Also, you can leave us a tip on thisxboxlife.com/donate. Also, don't forget to subscribe to us on Twitch, Mixer, and YouTube. So not only do you get to see the latest videos and so forth, but you also get notifications when we go live now on Tuesdays, 8 p.m. Eastern. So a couple of things I thought we could talk about this week. First of all, with the title of the show, Dashing, I'd love to say that, it's about me, and we know it's not about you.
Oh, whatever.
Unless it's dashing to the bathroom or something. I don't know. But there's a new dashboard coming out. And, I'll talk about the dashboard thing first. I noticed I skipped the order in the show, in the show notes here. But they leaked a little image of a possible new dash that's coming out, and I don't know. It's what do you think about the dashboard, Mark? Do you like it, or what do you think about the latest incarnation? Which is revision 3 maybe, or 4, 3 or 4 since the console came out?
I think it's fine.
Yeah,
Works. Do you have any about
the what?
I don't really have any complaints.
No,
I think it works.
Works okay. Yeah,
it's good.
Yeah, I do have one gripe, and it's been pretty consistent for the entire generation, and that it does not feel fluid to me, and it does not feel quick. It's better now than it was in the past, but it really kind of reminds me of like Web 1.0 websites, where you kind of go to them and you like see stuff load, and it's like, oh, this pops in and that pops in. Right. And, it's 2019. We have, mega gigawatt internet relatively to how it was before. You would think that the stuff would just be fluid and quick, like going in between sections. And it is much better now than it was previously. And I'll never forget, I think it was about the last update, Paul Thurrott had made a comment about what Microsoft did. And he actually kind of had a similar gripe to what I'm talking about right now. And he said that what Microsoft did to speed things up is they basically put everything on one page. So if you have everything kind of kludged into one page, then you're not switching in between pages as much, I guess. And I don't know. I know it's a continuing evolution, and we kind of expect it, but I just wish they would do something just to speed it up, so that when I'm going, I'll call them in between tabs, right? Going from like home, community, store, and all that. Just have to go and switch. Just load everything all at once. Okay, while I'm waiting, as I log into the console, just load everything at once. Don't load it every time I switch in between these things. I don't know, maybe just poor coding, or just the back-end system can't deliver the data enough. And or another thing that kind of irks me is the trailers. You know what I'm talking about? Where it's like you go into
the store.
Yeah, it's like you go into a game, right? You go into the game, you pull it up, and then the trailer starts. I don't mind that as much, but don't hide half the screen.
Yes.
It's like, either have it separate like it was before. Wasn't it like in a little window before, and then you could kind of full screen it or something like that?
Yeah, now it's like, and what's weird is like you'll go to it and it's like the page will be there, and then you'll go to click on like buy, and then right before you do, it disappears and the trailer comes up,
Yeah.
and you're like, "Hey, where'd the page go?" And it's like, there's been times where I've like backed out because I couldn't get the like buy window to come back.
Yeah.
Like, wait, where'd it go? I
Or
want to give you money.
or what I usually wind up doing is I'll go into the game. I see the trailer start. It's like half blocked. So then I hit B. I'm like to unblock it. And I'm like, oh, I just backed out of the game again. It's just so instinctive. But yeah.
They're gonna change it all.
Yeah. So there was a funny article title in Forbes about this. It was called this came out on the 25th. Xbox One is getting its 11 millionth dashboard redesign. And it's like, they're not really wrong.
No, they're not.
No, but
It's a little overkill, but
yeah. I appreciate
it
I
does happen a lot.
yeah, I jokingly say this about the dashboard, of course, because I like evolution. Just
Yeah.
make it make sense. I don't mind changing the dash just as long as it's less sucky than what we had before. And
Sometimes it gets worse.
yeah, and when that Xbox One first came out, I mean that dash that they had back then was trash. And that rhymes. The dash was trash. It was so plain. I remember it was just like a black background, wasn't it? Something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but there was a lot more quote ads on it. So
Yeah.
Run had a big complaint about that when it
Hmm.
came out. And it never really bothered me because it was showing me like ads for games. I thought they were a little bit pertinent
Hmm.
face, but
Yeah. So
I really I think it's improved. I don't know what more they can do to it to make it better.
yeah.
That's the
So
thing. What are they gonna do?
so they say with this new experimental home design, the first thing you'll notice is that we've removed the twists from the top of home in favor of separate buttons that launch your gaming experiences. The goal is to let you jump into Game Pass, Mixer, Community, and Store quicker than ever. We've also shifted things around to make more room for your recently played titles. And looking at the image of the screen that they have, so instead of that like row of, I'll call them tabs up at the top, it looks like they put buttons or like tiles almost
Right
in the
on
lower
the left
left.
side.
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing is, the Discover thing is still there. Like, there's still 3 tabs that are essentially ads on that whole Discover section.
Oh yeah. Hmm.
That's advertisement, And I think one thing that kind of would be nice is like, and it's interesting. It's like you can see it there, the Game Pass app, get Game Pass button. So like, I get Game Pass ads. I'm a Game Pass subscriber. I'm a Game Pass subscriber. You'd think they would remove those
Yeah.
and not try to sell me some.
Can you talk a little closer to the mic? Or not? Looks like Mark is frozen. But
So I'm
oh yeah, you're back. You're back.
I'm back, baby. I'm back.
Were you playing Fortnite on your phone? Was that what you're doing?
I'm playing.
Downloading an update?
No, I don't know what it's called. It's
Yeah.
something new. Word stacks. Sorry.
Mm.
My new latest addiction. The They still got the Discover tab there, or the Discover line, which is advertisements, for the controllers or a new Game Pass. And it's kind of ridiculous to get Game Pass ads when you're already a Game Pass, whatever subscriber. I think get rid of that Discover side. I think I'd rather leave that in the store. If I go to the store, then have a Discover thing at the top, like stuff you might be interested in. I don't see why they need to plug that on the main page,
Hmm.
but they're gonna do it. I would say get rid of that. and
Yeah.
and just have pins up side, or
Hmm.
one of your pins, something.
Yeah.
Have your recently across the top, and instead of just uh, I do like the pin groups I use all the time. So I have two, one for game it, and I only been, like what I'm actually using. I don't ever really have to go off the dash. I rarely go into the community Game Pass section. It's Game Pass if I know what's coming, right? So I'll go get it without it.
Hmm. Yeah, I think Discord is being funky tonight. Your audio got funky.
Oh no,
Yeah.
it isn't so.
Yes.
Maybe it's
But
just.
let's see.
Tell me, Gunny, do I sound normal, Gunny? Party up live, do I sound normal?
Far from it.
Tell
Yeah.
me nothing's wrong.
But one thing also about the current design that I find myself doing most of the time is, I'll be at home and then I need to go to the store. So I've just learned just with the controller, boom, 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 boom. It's like just bump it over, just skipping over everything. It's like, why do I need to go through all of those? So
Yeah.
I do like just, hey, if you want to go to the store, just select that tile. So it's a much quicker navigation. And then apparently, one thing that they're doing too is they're getting rid of Cortana.
Yeah,
So
but they're adding in, like, aren't they adding in commands?
they're
When?
adding,
Are they going back to the Xbox ones?
well, there's what, Alexa skills that they've added,
Okay.
or Xbox skills to Alexa, whichever way that is. But it's interesting that Cortana is yet another thing that Microsoft is sunsetting.
Yep.
Right, the big push and then the big goodbye. So Cortana's going to go the way of
Everything they do, man.
Zune, Groove. What else?
Hopefully
What's
not
that?
Xbox.
The band. Remember the
On
band?
the
I
band,
just I
yep.
just saw my
Their
band the other day.
phones.
Did you know that if you recently used the band because they were getting rid of the service, if you like used it within the last year or something like that, they would give you a full refund on it?
Crap.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, I
Better
wish I was
sign
still
on.
using. Yeah. I'm like, mine's been sitting in a box, the bottom
Yep.
of a box for the past like 2-3 years. Oh, should have had it used. But
Yeah.
well, we can say that now that it's after the fact. But yeah, we'll see how this thing goes, and if they add any more things, if they remove any things. And I believe this was still an experimental thing. So no note yet on when this is going to be coming out. And it looks like Gunny is very excited about the new Dash, right? Oh, no. No, he says
No,
leave the Dash alone.
I think he says I do sound weird.
Well, yeah, you always do. Uh, and he goes, there's nothing wrong with it. MS. Not you, the Dash.
There's nothing wrong with me.
Yes. So, all right, moving on. The Games with Gold titles were recently announced for August. So that's pretty cool. I guess, well, considering today's the 30th, August is 2 days away.
There's a good one in there too.
Yeah, I mean, there's
Well, this is
three
all
good
good
ones.
actually.
Yeah, and
There's
and
4 good ones.
yeah, the fourth one, not necessarily my style, but I appreciate it for what it is. So we have Gears of War 4. That's going to be the Xbox One title all month long, and then this one kind of surprised me. It's Forza 6. That's Forza Motorsport 6. And this is
That's
like the
that's
first.
not the latest.
No,
That's
no.
yeah.
So this
2
one is
versions
what?
back.
Yeah, this is like what, 4 years old now? or
This one released, I think this was the one that came out. Wasn't this the one that came out with the Xbox? Or was
it
that
might have
Forza
been.
5? I can't remember.
When did
This is
Horizon? When did the new Horizon come out? Was that this year
last
or
it came
last
out
year?
last year. So we're due another Forza title this year.
So 18.
So Forza
So
7 came out in 17.
so this
This
one was
was
15.
2015. Yeah.
So 5 would have been the release one, the release
But still,
title.
this isn't the latest Forza.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
would have gone with Forza 7.
Yeah. Party
Like
Up Live said
it's still 2 years old.
Yeah. Party Up Live says Forza Motorsport 5 launched with the Xbox One, like we were saying.
Now
But
the next one.
but still, so the thing that's cool about this is I don't think that they've had any Forza titles or the regular motorsport ones in games with gold up until this point, did they? Because I always wondered about that. I'm like, why don't they give away Forza, regular Forza?
Well, and why aren't they all in Game Pass?
Yeah, that's true too.
They're supposed to be coming there. It's like, where are they?
Well, maybe the new
Why aren't
one, maybe the new one will go straight in there, just like Horizon did.
It's supposed to, yeah.
Or we shall see. And then Torchlight,
Yeah, baby.
and that's the original Xbox 360. Xbox 360 back compat, and then Castlevania, Lords of Shadow. That's the other back compat game. Oh, and by the way, for people that have the Epic Store on PC, they give away like a new game every week over there. So you can also get those. But they had Torchlight last week as the freebie. So that was pretty cool.
That I want to know where that's at. That was a year ago that I was at PAX West and I was playing Torchlight Frontiers, and I haven't heard squat on that game since.
Yeah, that one kind of went dark for a little while, right? I wonder if they have an update on that.
I'm gonna go look it up.
I'm looking it up myself.
It's available. Liars.
It was available
Sign up
2019.
for the alpha.
Yeah, I signed up for that a long time ago. And they say it's going to be out this year, release 2019.
But again, this is gonna be a piece. At least that's what they told me when I was there.
So it was announced on August 9th, 2018. It's anticipated to launch on Windows first in 2019 with PS4 and Xbox One to follow. So maybe we'll get like that amazing announcement of like, hey, this game is out next week, you know?
Maybe it'll be a Game Pass for PC. Yes,
yeah.
Xbox Pass. Period. Then I could play it on the. I haven't even used my Pass on that, so
yeah,
sweet. Probably.
So, well, yeah, we'll see when this thing comes out. All right, moving on. Kotaku had a little write up on Minecraft in particular, where 2 years ago it was announced that, you know, with the Xbox One X coming out, I can't believe that's like 2 years already. But back in 2017, they announced that the Minecraft would have updates to take advantage of the Xbox One X. And they were talking, I guess, in particular with the Super Duper graphics pack, which, you know, has Minecraft running in 4K, lighting effects. Let's see what else. Just basically making it look more purdy in its pixelated, blocky goodness. And This thing was talked about 2 years ago, and it still has yet to come out. So that's kind of strange, isn't it? Considering it's, Minecraft is owned by, or it's Mojang, which is owned by Microsoft. It's a
Right.
Microsoft company. And you would think that they could just work their magic and, you know, Xbox One X enhance this thing, considering it's their own title. And they've been sleeping on it. So I really wonder what that's all about. It's really strange, and you would think that they would like crank this thing out like immediately. Just because it's their system. But yeah, none of that has come along. Nothing to say about that because you're not a Minecrafter, are you?
Nope.
Nope.
I am not. It does seem strange though that because that's a huge property.
It's their own IP.
Yeah.
And it's like one of the most popular games in the world. I think it's still like Fortnite, as popular as it is, I think it still has not eclipsed Minecraft. Minecraft has such a huge player base.
And I still don't know why.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't get it. Because it's that Lego fanatic thing.
Yeah. And going more into the old school category, you remember Doom?
Uh-huh.
Doom 2, Quake, Castle Wolfenstein 3D. No, Wolfenstein 3D. No castle in there. But so the Doom games now are owned by Bethesda. And as part of the recent QuakeCon, what Bethesda did was it looks like they yanked the Doom games and then re-released them. Basically, the games are, I guess, made to run on the systems currently right now, like the Xbox One X. They're made to run on, all the current generation consoles and so forth. And the ports that they re-released include Doom 2, and Doom 3 BFG edition. And what's interesting about this is that I saw this one video by, oh, who the heck was it? It's this guy. He does like some retro gaming news and stuff like that. Maybe I'll look it up later. It'll take me a little while to find it. But he actually did an analysis of this. And he said that basically what they've done is they've taken the old games and they've essentially like ported them to the systems, the new systems, and they've added almost like a DRM to them, which is interesting because, like Doom is now, what, 25 years old? Maybe more, because it came out in the like early to mid 90s.
I don't know how old it is.
Oh, wait, I think they did this
I'm
as
trying to
part
figure
of anniversary. Let me see if it mentions it over here. I don't know. I had it here somewhere. But what they basically did is now, in order to play these games, you have to log into them with a Bethesda Net ID. So it's like they just took an old game, made it work, added a DRM, and they actually had some interesting comparisons where they've actually done some minor things, like they slowed down the music, which I guess really irritates some people. I don't know if I ever would have noticed it, even though I played a lot of Doom, and the music that they've done is very, very, very like ingrained into my brain. It's just as soon as I see any of the gameplay, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that. But
December 10th, 1993 is when the game originally.
93, so that's what, 26 years ago almost. Is that right?
Couple two tree.
Yeah, couple 2 3 decades,
Yeah.
if you want to look at it that way. But
26 years.
yeah, yeah. But it's just interesting how they've actually made some changes to the system, and what this guy had mentioned in his YouTube video was he's like they DRM'd something that is essentially playable on just about any kind of platform out there. Where Doom, it's something like if you have the files for it, which is like a WAD file, which is like levels and graphics, some kind of package for this thing, you can basically play it on anything. And he even showed that it's playable on an Apple Watch. The graphics aren't the best, but and now in order to play it on your Xbox One S, they essentially DRM'd it. But yeah, that was interesting. So the new releases for these are $5 each for Doom and Doom 2, and $10 for Doom 3. And then you'd think that they would have something maybe like $20 or $15 if you want to get all three, but they don't. At least not right now. Although I would assume like if one of us was to go and buy these, then they would immediately come out with a bundle after that.
Exactly. That's all it would take.
Yeah. Oh, there's a. You know what? I'll save it for the rant section. There's another thing I was just going to start going off on. But yeah, that's about it for that. Then the last 2 bits here are some more controller talk. There was a bad site that just played an ad of the Xbox noise, if you picked up on that. But it looks like with Gears 5 coming out in the not too distant future, there's going to be a Gears 5 controller. There was a leaked set of images for it that got posted on Twitter. And did you pull this up, Mark? Did you take a chance to look at it?
Now.
It doesn't look that bad. It looks like what is that, like a marble look?
Yeah.
Sort of. And it's like a light colored whitish controller with some coloring on it. It looks like it's got some rivets and some little vent holes. I actually like it. It's got like a nice. Would you say it looks almost like a stone?
Yes.
Yeah. Stone look to it.
Nice. I like it.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty decent. So this controller got leaked recently, so I would imagine that we would see it approximately right around the release time. If they decide to do an Inside Xbox or whatever around the release date of Gears 5, maybe they'll Larry Herb will have his white gloves on as he unboxes this thing. Right? But that's a pretty cool looking controller. And then you've heard Mark talking about his pretty sweet Fortnite controller that he got with his Fortnite box, right? Fortnite Xbox.
Right.
Well, Mark, it looks like this thing might not be exclusive to that console.
No. Whiners out there. It's not fair that you have to buy a new
Yeah.
When you have $60 or $50 or whatever, you get it now.
So this is a purple controller that originally came with the Xbox One S Battle Royale Special Edition bundle, and they recently
it's more black than purple, by the way. Which
yeah,
FYI, that's the one thing I don't like about the controller. Like the console is like a gradient black purple, and it looks kind of nice, but like the controller to me is too black. Like I wish it was more purple. The buttons are purple, letters in the buttons are purple, but it's little. In fact, I should go get it. I could. It's not to me. It's not very purple.
No, it's really like a dark purple, almost
Yeah.
like a dark navy blue. No, I definitely agree with that. But they recently had the Fortnite World Cup, and they announced that this controller, the Fortnite Special Edition, is going to be available for people. They call it an epic purple design, and you get a legendary dark vertex outfit.
And V Bucks. I think you get some.
Yeah. So it's
They showed a V Bucks there, and I got V Bucks in my console.
yeah.
Showed in the image.
So they say it's going to be available on September 17th at the Microsoft Store and retailers for $65. And this is the Bluetooth variety as well. So it's pretty cool. It's a nice looking controller. I don't know, between that and the Gears one, I really like the Gears one.
Gears is unique. The
Yeah.
Fortnite one is just a solid color. There's really not
Mhm.
much to it.
Yeah.
That Gears one does have a cool design.
But you do get that skin,
You do get the skin in game.
which is like a $20 thing anyway.
Right.
That's how much the skin cost sometimes is just ridiculous. Like 15 to 20 bucks.
It's in the,
Yeah. It's stupid.
even the dances. Some of the dance moves are like $10. Like what for a dance?
Mm-hmm.
But I feel compelled to buy them.
Yeah.
Thankfully, not all of them.
Yeah.
Cost me $100 a day. I want it.
See, this is where like if you play Save the World, you can do your daily quests on there and you get your 50 V-Bucks. So I just do those all the time. Like I'll usually like when I'm doing my missions and Save the World, I check my dailies and I'm like, okay, I need to use a ninja. So for that game, I just switch over to my ninja loadout. And then boom, V-Bucks and gold or tickets or whatever they're giving out. So that's about it for the community, for the roundtable. Moving on into the community, we've got, if you'd like to send us a voicemail for us to play in the show, you yourself will answer any questions or whatever you put in there. You can go to thisxboxlife.com, click on the send voicemail widget on the right-hand side of the screen, and leave us a recording up to 90 seconds long, or you can also send us an MP3 recording to contact@thisxboxlife.com, and we can do that as well. We're also on Twitter, and we have a Facebook group. The Facebook group is a closed group, so you do have to ask for permission to join the group, but that's just really not to keep our listeners out, but it's to keep the spammers out and all that kind of fun stuff. But answer the two super easy questions, and you'll get in the group. Keyword, answer the questions. Actually, key phrase, answer the questions.
Go ahead.
Yes. So, on to this week's retail releases.
Okay, Rob, what you got for us today? What you got for us to play? Give us a list of games that we can buy and play. Okay, Rob.
Okay, we're in the midsummer. You know, things are slowing down a little bit gaming wise, at least with the AAA releases. But there's still a little bit of stuff here and there. So for the week of July 30th through August 2nd, so 30th is today, Tuesday through Friday this week, we have on today, actually, it's already released as we're talking now, Madden NFL 20 Ultimate Superstar Edition. This is Xbox One X Enhanced. Also, Mutant Year Zero, Seed of Evil is out. The Blackout Club, that one is out. Tomorrow we have on the 31st Super Willow DeMake, something like that. The Tower of Beatrice. This is Xbox One X Enhanced. Pilot Sports. This is Play Anywhere. So that means Windows and Xbox also for those. Also, we have Solo Islands of the Heart. And then on August 2nd, jumping forward a day, we have The Church in the Darkness, Varenge, something like that. Varenge, Varenhe. Not sure how you say that. Then we have As Divine Menace, Meow Motors. That's Xbox One X enhanced. And As Divine Menace, that was also Play Anywhere. And then we have Superstar Blast, the last one, that's Xbox One X enhanced. So that's that. And then let's see, for games with gold, we have a bunch of games leaving the list here tomorrow. Inside is leaving tomorrow. We're continuing with Big Crown Showdown. And then what do we have new? We talked about it. I had it here. Gears of War 4, new on Thursday, and Torchlight on Thursday. The original. Definitely worth it. If you hadn't heard us talk about it before, or you weren't paying attention before, it's like Diablo, done really well. And my favorite aspect of it is it's got a pet. So you can give the pet your stuff, and the pet goes to town, so you don't have to. And it comes back with money. How does it negotiate? I don't know. I've always wondered that. But still, it does the dirty work. Because, man, I just despise going to town. It's like, oh, I got to do Portal or do this, right?
Yep.
And then it's like, okay, now I went to town. Now I got to spend like 5-10 minutes going back to where I was. It just disrupts the continuity of the game so much.
Yep.
So
they can stay in the field, keep fighting, and
yeah, exactly.
Pet do the dirty work,
Mm-hmm.
He does the selling, so you don't have to.
Exactly. He's the middleman, and he doesn't even ask for a cut, or maybe he does. I don't know. Does the pet skim off the top?
He might.
Might. Never know, but hey, it's worth it. I'd gladly pay the pet. It's kind of like you fly, I'll buy.
Exactly.
Yeah. So a couple more quick announcements. Then, or actually, you know what? I'm going to do my little mini rant. And this is just something that's been irking me for quite some time, and I don't think I've ever mentioned it before. So when you go into the store, especially like when you're looking at the game sales, why is it that Microsoft cannot tell you that you have certain games? And what I mean by that is like let's say if they have Metro Exodus, okay, in the game sale, and there's only one version of that game, it tells you owned, installed, right?
Right.
Whichever it is. But for games where there's like multiple editions of them, why doesn't it tell me that I have it? Because there's been times where it's like, oh wait, yeah, this old game, this looks really good. I've always wanted it. It's a really good price. I've always wanted it. Let me get it. And then it's like, wait, I thought I bought this. Didn't I play this like 4 or 5 years ago? And then you look in your game collection on the console. Yeah, and you own it. Why can't it tell me that I have because I noticed with like certain Tomb Raiders, I have Tomb Raiders. I have all of them. But when I go in it, it says buy, get, or whatever it says.
You buy like the deluxe version.
Yeah.
Standard or the gold or the Game of the Year edition.
Yeah, but it should still tell me that I own it. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, I agree.
It's almost like they don't care to keep that detail, and they're fine with you just buying a second copy of it.
Can't get a refund.
Yeah.
quick
So-
enough.
So yeah, I was just noticing that yet again. It's like every sale, this thing kind of irks me because, I'll see something at a good price and it's like, I thought I have this. And most often than not, I do. But anyway, there's just this little mini rant. Just, what do they call those first world problems?
Yep.
Yeah. But it's still a problem. Anyway, a couple more quick announcements. If you make any purchase on Amazon, please consider using our affiliate link each and every time you use Amazon to purchase things. Just use our affiliate link. It'll take you to the store. You don't have to buy anything video game related. You can buy anything, car wash soap, toilet paper. I don't know, whatever Amazon sells, you can use our affiliate link each and every time because I believe the cookie only stays for like 24 hours or until it gets replaced with another one. So that's a great way to support the show. Doesn't cost you anything extra other than maybe like 2 or 3 more clicks, but it's a great way to support the show. Also, with iTunes users, if you use iTunes, you have an iDevice, an Apple device, find us within the iTunes store, give us a rating, 5 stars if you would. The more ratings that we get, the more we get bumped in the rankings, helps people find out about the show. Don't forget to subscribe to us on Mixer, Twitch, and YouTube, not just to see the content when you look in your subscriptions, but also you get notified when we go live, like tonight. Also, if you're a Twitch Prime user, you get one free subscription within Twitch Prime. So that doesn't cost you anything extra, but consider sending us the subscription. So you get it every month and you have to renew it every month, but it doesn't cost you anything. And then
That's like Amazon Prime. So if you're an Amazon Prime subscriber, you have Twitch.
yes, you just have to link them together.
Kind of like them.
Yeah, because Twitch is part of the Amazon multiverse.
Yep.
Yeah. And then lastly, thanks to Learned Your Lesson for the music. And then we had a couple folks that followed us, thanks to Scarehawk14 and the Dancing Bird that followed us. And thanks, Brun, for subscribing on Twitch the other day. And I believe that's it for episode, 537-ish? I think
Yeah,
that's what the number was. Yeah, 537.
7. Yeah.
Couple 2-300. Oh, did you do your hand thing again? No.
Oh, I did not.
Okay.
Doing the lean now. I'm doing the lean.
Yeah.
All right.
So, all right.
I'm Mark, AK Wingman 709, taking off.
And I'm Rob, also known as Prestar. Thanks for listening, everybody. Catch you all next week on Tuesday for episode 538.